Canaries. Presenting the starting 11 for London team. We have number 27, Lina Constantine. Number 9, William J. Cooper. Number 11, Johanna Dorazo. Number 14, Darren Joseph. Number 20, William Jules. Number 5, Daniel Lionel. Number 28, Daniel Marty. Number 77, Yannick Noel. Number 80, Malik Sempri. Number 88, Devon Sempri. Number 10, Mervyn Centurion. The substitutes, number 7, Jonathan Allen.
I think between me and you, Casey Casimir is more than the most popular.
Number 47, Kevin Fauché. Number 8, Josh Harrow. Number 6, Erickson McGlaw. Number 25, Dylan Moore. And we have number 30, Marlon William. Technical team, head coach, Zane Pierre. Assistant coach, Curtis Paul. Manager, Baptist Haynes. Equipment manager, Jermaine Joseph. And the physio, Alison Seni.
The veteran side.
Now presenting Team Canaries, starting 11. Number 4, Kingsley Henry. Number 3, Dwayne Jabatis. Number 16, Donovan Jabatis. Number 8, Elias Jones. Number 10, Cassius Joseph. Number 9, MacArthur Lee. Number 1, Trial Mather. Number 20, Chadel Mitchell. Number 21, Robert Regis. And number 2, Bradley Tissot. The substitutes, number 98, David Henry. Number 11, Duff Jabatis. Number 30, Kimari John. Number 17, Colin Jones. Head coach for Canaries,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in your neck of the globe. It's part 2 of a semi-final night right here at the Super Mini Stadium. Of course, it's Premier League action, and we already know one team that has made its way into the final, that being Vieux South, winning 3-1 against Grosile, and now it's part 2. It's the league leaders, the runaway league leaders, CLERY. They take on Canaries, who just snuck in, I don't want to say through the back door, but they just snuck in at the very last minute, literally, of the season. Elijah Williams back in your company alongside the critic, Tennis in Glasgow.
Good night, everybody. I think if you think the first game was a thriller, now is the real thing, because you have the defending champions, and as Eli mentioned, a team that probably persons didn't expect to be in the Final Four, but they're there. They're not too far from Sufre as well, about 20 minutes drive. Canaries is in the house, and Canaries giving you a fresh outlook in terms of the color that they're going to play in the semifinals. That being said, Elijah Williams will give you the lineups.
All right, I'll start off with the Canaries squad. In goal, all 4'8" of him, Jarrell Mathre, Jardel Mitchell, Bradley Tiso and Kingsley Henry return as the back two pairing alongside Elias Jones that make up the back four. In the midfield, Jaden Longville, Dwayne Jabatis and Donovan Jabatis, and then change 3. MacArthur Louis is back in. Of course, his goal put Canaries through to the top 4. He's flanked by Robert Regis and Cassius Messi Joseph. Of course, for CLERY, the defending champions, Devon Senpri in goal. Lyndon Constantine, Darren Joseph, Dondi Lionel, and Yannick Noel make up the back four. In the midfield, Milan Jules, Malik Senpri, and Mervyn St. Romain. Ronham Cooper is the striker up top, and he's flanked by Yuan Degazon and Daniel Marti. What do you think about that lineup, particularly the CLERYs, with a recognized striker in Yannick Noel in the fullback position and a recognized fullback in Ronham Cooper in the striker's position?
I think they're trying to mix up what the approach that they're coming with. We know that Canaries has always not been a bogey team, but very difficult to get past for the CLERY. It's a team that teams don't like to play. So I think that's just a little gimmick that they're trying. They can throw off persons into positions. But this game is going to be very interesting. Now, Eli, I'll tell you something. It's that 4'8" thing. How you could say that's all 4'8" of him? What does that mean?
That means
all of him.
All of him is there.
All right. So his family's in the stands. They came at me and said, Lucas, you see how tall we are? And I want to say good night to Stephanie. I met her at the Cool Breeze. So good night to everybody over 4'8" in Canaries.
So you back out?
I back out. I can take it. I can take it. Because, Eli, you know, they're in the stands and they're watching the live stream as well, you know.
Well,
they're listening, you know.
The good thing is I think I'll fit in well in the family. I'm
Yeah,
tall
you're
too.
tall enough, yeah.
Yeah.
6'8".
So
I like it. I think it's a situation, if you're not at the Super Mini Stadium, despite you can maybe watching on the live, but you're missing out because the atmosphere here is remarkable.
There's a word that I would like to use. Ambience.
Oh, yes.
Right? We have drummers. We have folks decked out in their team colors.
Yeah.
You know, we even have...
Yeah, Pussy.
Pussy is there.
Pussy is there.
Pussy is there. Right? All this event is missing, critic, is a red carpet.
Yes.
This should have been a red carpet affair.
Well, Javi got one.
Well, yeah.
But I was in the VIP area as well. You have government ministers is there as well. So we have a
red carpet.
Yeah, we have quite an array of individuals who are coming to take in the football. We have persons from Sufra itself, despite Sufra not being in the Final Four, but they're making
I think the
part
whole
of
Sufra team is there.
Yeah. It's a really nice little atmosphere here at the Sufra Mini Stadium. So kudos to the organizers who thought of the change to bring the games down to Sufra. I also see members of the ancillary team who won the second tech competition they here as well. So we have a quite mixture of persons witnessing the second semi-finals.
There's a few supporters for the CLERY who made the trip down to Sufra as well. So complete. I mean, people are still filing in from the bar area. But let's get back to the football. I'm thinking, critic, that the CLERY has put Ronham Cooper up top so that he can trigger their press. I think that's the thinking, because you made mention of something about, you know, Canaries sort of being a bogey team. In the two games these two teams have played in the regular season, first game, 1-0 in favor of the CLERY. That was on the 28th of June. So literally in the second week or the second round of fixtures, 1-0 in favor of the CLERY. The latest fixture, which happened on the 27th of September, was a 0-0 draw. So 1 goal scored between two fixtures. So we expect to see a very cagey affair.
Cagey is the word. Well, we're in a cage right now in the commentary box. So
good thing.
Yeah. But you just mentioned that they put him up top and he's been leading the press for sure. But I'm not sure that I like what they did. Let's see if they will keep it forever or probably for a sustained period. But I think he's best employed as a wing back, where you can see his true talent. Up front there, he might just press, but he how much can he press? So much that he's going to interfere with what Canaries is doing.
Well, to be fair, last season he was a defensive midfielder for the CLERY. I believe, based on a conversation I had with one of their coaches, when they went on to the Caribbean Club Shield, or the CFU Club Shield, I should say, to represent St. Lucia, that's when he was deployed as a right back, and they were so impressed with him there.
He
remained in that position. So let's see how that works out. Of course, they have the option of switching the two of them, Yannick Noel.
Yeah, eventually. Let's see.
So let's see how that works out.
I think the main person, of course, would be
Buju. Or is it?
You
No?
say Buju. Buju is the goal threat. But I think Buju has to get service from Sempri, Malik Sempri.
There he's in midfield, huh?
Yeah. Come on, if you're taking a shot, take a shot. Yeah. It was like a pass shot there by young Messi. Like I mentioned, as much as Degazon is the goal threat, I think that Sempri is the one who really puts those passes together.
Daniel Marti there goes
I'm
out
just trying to
of
figure out
bounds.
which position that he's deployed. Is he an 8 or 6?
In Sempri.
Yes.
Looks like he's in front of the back four at the moment. I think Vincent Romain would be the 10. And that would leave Milan Jules as the 8.
Yeah. He's deep.
Deep line playmaker.
Yeah, like a little cover as well. Let's see how much influence that he has. There's our guy, 48.
You said it.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be left alone in that position. I think Milan Jules will drop in right next to him when they are out of possession. When they're in possession, you will see him pulling the strings in midfield. Of course, these two teams have a little bit of history. That 0-0 draw resulted in a few administrative suspensions. All players back into their respective squads. Rio Longville and MacArthur Louis for Canaries, and Ronham Cooper and Yuan Degazo Buju for the CLERY. Of course, Ajani Hippolyte also was part of that, but we know what happened with him. He met his untimely demise, and I think this is the CLERY squad will be playing for him, so it's a very emotional time for them. But Canaries have a chip on their shoulder. They have something to prove.
Yeah, I don't remember, you and I won commentary last year for Black Hat. And those two teams met in the semi-finals. And had it all gone well, Canaries was supposed to win this game about 3-1.
Yes, they threw away a lot of goals.
They threw away a lot of goals. That game comes to mind. I hope they'll pass this. Interesting enough, I took a walk to come up to the commentary box. Persons were saying that why Canaries playing in yellow? Yellow seems not to be a very popular color anymore.
Oh, that's always been Canaries' color.
No, but they're saying as if they have another kit. They should have won the other kit. Or maybe it's the bright of the yellow. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not too strong in colors. I was in Oriole House.
What color is that?
Yellow.
Oh, there you go.
And we dominated.
There you go.
There's Degazon on his lonesome. Carrying. Trying to put that ball across. There's a youngster. Always on target, always on spot. So he calms himself down. Very good pass.
Yeah, good little skill there by Donovan Jabatis. Lost out though. And ball in there for Cooper, not able to bring it under his spell. Elias Jones not able to clear that one. Kicks it off Degazon and then finally out into touch.
That's what I'm talking about. So yes, he's in the area, he has the tenacity, he can press. But his little skillful little touches, it eludes him. Now if he was a player equipped for that, he'd be able to handle it. So I don't know, they may have tried it in practice. Let's see how it all pans out for CLERY.
Well, they do have options. Malik Sempri can always slot in into that forward area. Yannick Noel, which we mentioned also, who is playing at right back, the number 77. Also a recognized striker. He plays off of the flank as well.
So a lot of mix and match to throw off the opposition. That's the word I'm using. Opposition.
Is there?
No longer there, really. I'm going to use it. It's the right word to use. Not a popular word these days.
Ball bouncing into the area. And there's
again?
Cooper. We can't say he's not getting into the positions.
Yeah, but you see, he's getting there, but he's not familiar. You know, it's one thing in getting there, but you have to be able to quail your nerves to deal with it, you know. But still 0-0 between the two. 12 minutes gone. Loads of Canaries persons made the trip. Forfeited families here.
It's my peeps.
Yeah.
We're tall.
Yeah. See.
The interesting comments made by the coach of Canaries. You were saying that Messi has been low on confidence this season. They've been working with him throughout this week to sort of get his confidence up. He's already taken one shot. Wasn't the best attempt. Yeah. But let's see how that work plays out on the pitch.
I'll tell you, any glimmer, any strike near goal, any fascinating thing that Canaries does, they'll get a positive reaction from the stands.
I think if they don't do something, they get a positive reaction from the stands, the fans as well, spurring them on.
Canaries is like a small nation at the World Cup, like Curacao. So Canaries is like the Curacao of the Super League.
Interestingly enough, they missed out on the final game of the season, which Canaries happened to win in the final minute of that game through Makafalui, but their preferred centre-back pairing in terms of Kingsley Henry and Bradley Tissot, they're back for Canaries.
Oh, yes.
So that should provide a little solidity in the back for them. Elias Jones not having the best start. Jaden Longville, sorry.
He hasn't got a handle on the Gazonas yet.
Longville has come across and mopped up for him.
Oh, good tackle there. Oh, good dribbling skill there, boy, youngster. Look at Canaries at the best, Eli. In full cry, in full flow. The fans are up for it. Crunching tackle there on Casillas. And you could see the reaction from the fans. They love this team. The youngster, number 14 in the middle, turning on the fancy. Oh, look at the skill there. Look at the skill. Look at the replay. What Canaries can possess. Come out of there, boy. Look at this. This is what the small community can produce at that level. The fans are in the air. Drums are playing. I feel like I'm somewhere in Africa, in Accra.
A while ago, did I say it's a good thing we're in the commentary box?
Yes, you did.
I think we should be in the stands.
Yeah.
I think we need to get a little closer to the action, critic.
Yes, oh yes. But I feel like I'm somewhere foreign with this sort of atmosphere. I chose Accra, Ghana. Accra. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Ghana right now.
I'm in Canaries.
Cock Street.
I'm not too far away.
Cock Street.
I'm in Canaries.
Yeah.
I'm in Canaries.
There's a chance to put some pressure. There is Donovan belting this one. Not too far out. He can score from there, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Canaries has started this game off really
Matter
well.
of fact, his mom gave me 2 lashes with a little belt when I was trying to make my way up to the little box there. His mom. She was telling me, Sotla Tennyson, Sotila. Yeah, so they're up for it.
I just want to say to all the Canaries folks, Tennyson in this thing by himself, okay?
Yeah, I alone.
Big up you all, okay?
I alone.
Already put me in trouble with the physio for Grosile. I'm not getting into any more trouble tonight. The CLERY on it. Moving central main. The turn. Daniel Marty. Good ball. Searching ball by central main there. And brought down by Cooper. Was it? It wasn't Cooper, that was Milan Jules who had ventured forward. And now he draws a foul against Dwayne Jabatiste. Of course, there's a number of Jabatiste in the Canaries squad. All of them bearing the first initial D. You have Dwayne in the game. You have Donovan in the game as well. Denil and Dove are the other two.
Oh, Dija Baptiste.
Dija Baptiste. You just gotta message. They're saying critic is on the guy's yellow, while the blue will win. It's actually purple.
I think blue is purple cousin. They related. Yeah, trying an attempted pass. There's a bit of a border there right there.
And Marty is pretty quick. Ball coming across to Digazor. Tries to head it back.
You see he lost it in the light as well. Yeah. Good defending there by CLERY. Digazor pointing to the light, letting his teammates know that he lost that ball in flight due to the light. Cross ball. Able to deal with it. So,
Take no prisoners.
clearing like it's a clearance sale. Searching pass there for Cooper. The fans urging the defending champions on. Let's go, let's go. Meantime, it's a goal kick to Canaries. Ball. Yeah, I like the one-touch pass in there by Canaries. Let's keep the ball ticking. There's a cross ball. Searching for someone in the area. Crowd already up for it. It's a foul. But clearly you could see the intention. This Canaries team, Eli, when they get into midfield, they don't hold on to the ball. Loads of one-touch and two-touch passing and moving into space, which normally works out for them. CLERY just getting a little dose of it, but it looks like that's what it's going to be doing throughout.
Yeah, I'm just there thinking to myself, you have two opposing strikers who are also very creative, that being Malik Senpri and MacArthur Louis. MacArthur showing his creativity from the lead or from the front line. Malik showing his from midfield. The two players who are very influential for their teams. How much you think CLERY sort of having a bit of a layoff towards the end of the season? Yes, they played a final game against Grosile, 2nd, I believe it was, of December. But quite a few of their players, like Johan Digazor, moving Central Main, who are supposed to be influential players, they've not had a kick for a little bit. Moving Central Main for injury, Buchu through suspension, and of course, like I said, there was a little bit of a layoff for CLERY. They hadn't played for a couple of weeks before that final game against Grosile.
Two things the layoff did. It was able to bring back players who had niggles, they had a little time to nurse their injuries. But the players who were on suspension and other little cameos like that, it didn't work in their favor. It's one thing to be practicing, but it's one thing to be playing and to be match ready. So they may have just suffered a little lag, a jet lag to a certain extent of practicing, but because you don't have the habit of playing every 2 or 3 days, it sort of shows off your form. That's why you see them struggling in terms of creating chances and taking chances, because they're not back to their normal routine. There is Digazor fighting off a defender, Sempre, keep it ticking. So the layoff had its positives, had its disadvantages as well. It's up to them now to try to get back onto speed almost immediately with playing time.
Yeah, an absolutely packed house down there at the Super Mini Stadium. Standing room only in the stands, of course. There's a spillover left of the stands, the VIP area to the right. So, well-attended semi-finals down there in Soufrière. Lyndon Constantine, a little peeved at himself there.
Yeah, trying to pull this one across, but a little too much on it. Even Cassius having to go at his right back, urging him to get up to speed with the game.
Yeah, he's not at the best start, Elias. And he's a very good player for them. I think the official could have played an advantage there, critic. It looks like Canary was on the way.
It was a tough call. It was a really tough call. So I guess why he stopped it. Again, Eli, like always, he could have done it, yes. But
come back and caught him after.
Yeah, he could have, but let him continue.
Canaries was off on the flank.
You're right. But again, a senseless tackle.
Yeah.
He's on the midway line. He's going nowhere. You get a card for this. But you're right, Eli. The referee could have used initiative and let him play on,
I think he probably saw it how you initially saw it, is that the severity of the foul warranted an immediate stop.
Yeah, but he could have continued.
That's Darren Joseph, one of the central defenders, picking up that yellow card. Number 14 for CLERY. I was just thinking to myself, even the cards in football are political.
Yeah, the yellow and red.
Yeah. Can't get away from it.
Yeah. The only difference is that in football, when you get the red, you are rara.
CLERY trying to get some semblance of cohesion and shot there! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That had nothing to do with his height, critic. That was just a goalkeeping error there. Of course, a blistering strike by Juan de Gazon. He's back into the lead in terms of goal scoring. Now has what's it? 11 goals to his name from 10. All right, but Joel Mather will be absolutely disappointed in himself as a ball that came straight at him, went straight to his mitts there, critic.
Yeah, I think he used the wrong technique in terms of what it is. He underestimated the shot, but the shot had a lot of dip and velocity. Now, and because of his height, it kind of just switched past him, But I think if he had gone to fend off, rather than try to save that ball, try to collect that shot, it wouldn't have happened. But it was a very shot out of nothing by De Gazon. De Gazon basically not even having enough time, just basically trying to muster a shot. And that's what goal scorers do. They try something, it worked out in the end for CLERY.
Ball
One goal
went
they lead.
straight through the hands of Joel Mathre.
He tried to collect it rather than
disappointed instead of parrying it away.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's a game of football. I know for sure he's ashamed of that moment.
But he has character.
Yes, yeah, he'll
He has
dig deep.
character.
He'll dig deep, and so does the Canaries team as well. It's just that his family and friends are there, his community. You don't want to be the one. You don't want to be the guy rather.
There's an absolute hush on the stadium right now. Canary supporters absolutely stunned at the manner in which that goal was conceded. They've played some pretty good football, created a odd chance here and there, but now they are behind. And as I said, in 180 minutes of play during the regular season, 1 goal was scored. We already have one within the first 27 minutes.
Strong play there by the skipper. You need to see Messi more on the ball. Messi and McCaffrey need to come to the party. You've seen the guys now basically running to the area where the Canaries fans are and asking them to keep quiet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I don't ever think Canaries fans can keep quiet. They support their team throughout the 90 minutes.
That was an absolutely venomous strike there from Degazor, but it should have been dealt with by Mathra. Wasn't. That's the name of the game.
But this Canaries team, they will battle on. It's a foul. This is the guy that needs to come to the party. Casillas has been complaining a lot to his teammates. But when he gets those passes, he needs to do more with it.
Well, outside of the free kick, we've not seen much of Donovan Jean-Baptiste either.
Yeah.
He's one of the other very influential players. Okay, Canaries has a few players that if one of them miss, sort of affects the
rhythm of the team.
Rhythm, yeah.
They have a big squad. Let's see if Canaries can get back into the contest. They keep possession, but mainly in their half.
There's Cooper. Big has on it. Central main. CLERY stringing passes together. Combination play.
That's when they're very dangerous. When they keep that tiki-taka within the box area, Canaries has no answer to this. If you add Sempre to this, guarantee you can get a goal or a chance. So the likes of Cooper, that's what they do. But the main ingredient in that is Malik Sempre. Long searching pass trying to get McCaffrey. I realized why he tried to not find him straight ahead.
Yeah.
But to give it a little arc.
Curve it,
around.
yeah. The flicks and tricks coming out for CLERY now. Growing in confidence. We know their ability, their skill. Starting to play some free-flowing football at the moment.
Yeah, the confidence. I think they got confidence from the goal that the guys have just scored. So now it's for Canaries to match that effort. Canaries need to get a goal before the half. Go into the break with a little confidence. Spreading this one.
Good football there. Messi just overrunning that one.
Here's the one touch employed.
Loads of space there for Cooper out to Marty in the wide area. Yannick Noel high into the night sky and dealt with by Elias Jones and
A little desperate defending. Just trying to get their way. And sure, the scoreline remains 1-0. Pushing 35 minutes.
Lyndon Constantine in and then just belts that one out into touch. We already know one team that's into the finals, that being Vayfor South. Who will join them?
I spoke with one of the coaches in the Vayfor South team, and he told me blatantly that they're going to win this year's campaign. I want you to note the words I'm using, Eli. Earlier when I gave you opposition, now I'm using the word campaign.
What direction are you going, Negritic?
Positive or whatever.
Backward never.
That's right. So, very confident Vayfor South team awaits the winner of this encounter.
I think all of the four teams who've made the semi-finals would feel that they have an opportunity to win it. But I think Vayfor South, more than any team, might feel that it's their time. They've done very well against the top four teams.
You just spoke about Donovan. There's an attempt on goal. Again, you can see the experience of Sempri, low. However, his body was behind the football. Unlike 4'8", who just used his hands and there was no body behind it. So difference in...
That's why when I was doing the lineups, I said all of 4'8", because he didn't use all of it on the goal.
You're saying he used about 4'3"?
How about that?
You're a tall family, eh? They're listening to you. Canaries continue to just play leisurely to the back. Sort of like a kind of pedestrian pace. That's too much trouble. You don't want all that trouble, all that pressure on yourself.
Kingsley Henry looked like he was laboring there a little bit. Running out to that ball.
Again,
it's a foul.
Just have to wait. Just have to wait. Probably you could have missed control. Just wait.
I think he's struggling a little bit, critical.
Yeah, but
just keep an eye on him.
He needs to fall back.
I think that's why he gave up that foul.
Yeah, he needs to fall back.
I think he was,
Rather than getting in a talking battle with a referee or an opponent, you need to go back and organize the defense. To me, I see him signaling to the bench as well, you know.
yeah, he's asking for a change. Yeah. Yeah. I saw him kind of struggling to get out to that ball. And like I said, I think that's why he gave up the foul. He was fearful that if the player, he would not be able to keep up.
Getting some good height. The goalkeeper seems to have gotten a little knock as well. But he did well. I mean, to come in that melee at that height and get your knuckles onto it. Did pretty well, or his gloves rather.
You just kind of feel like CLERY is tightening their grip on this contest.
Donovan seems to be playing in midfield and trying to feed McCaffrey. Here's the substitution, Eli, you spoke about.
Looks like it's Rio Longville. I know that hairstyle.
It's shorter than yours, but same hairstyle.
You have a bongo, the one plat.
He has a one plat.
Yeah.
You have many plats.
Yeah, I have several.
Several plats.
The one locks.
He has locks.
Yeah.
But he's lock.
He has one lock.
Yeah. I get you. So real long is the dreadlock.
Yeah, CLERY easily playing through the lines of Canaries there. Diggers are scoring up. Jones did well there. Elias Jones did well there.
Able to come out of their half. But the problem that the Canaries is having is what do they do next when they get into the half of CLERY? When they get into CLERY half, let's see what happens.
I don't think they've been able to get McCarthy into the areas where he can.
So they're able to get just there.
Yes.
Thereafter. CLERY basically strolling with possession in their half. Now it's turn of Canaries to keep possession. Canaries not able to make the right passes in attack. 42 minutes gone. Not much before the first half ends.
Your take on the game thus far, critic?
Good game so far. Although Canaries would be disappointed in terms of how they conceded that goal. They still try to make passes and get into trouble areas. But CLERY themselves, after scoring, I really haven't given up, haven't done much. And that is why the Canaries team is always difficult to beat. But if you have them on the back foot, why not try to put your hand on their throat? But we still see CLERY stroking around, not wanting to come forward and be cautious. So there's still a window of opportunity for Canaries.
Yeah, one goal is always dangerous. I think CLERY have tried. Not been successful thus far. Of course, Canaries also has a few Longvilles. We see Rio Longville there battling away. Number 14, Jaden Longville is also there. And Alex Longville is on the bench.
One of the coaches is Eric Longville as well.
Correct. As a matter of fact, the president of the league is Shannon Longville. Sure you remember her from Canaries in the bar.
Yeah. Oh, good opportunity there. There's a little too much on it. That has been Canaries' problem, to connect with the final pass. Canaries now trying to put some passes together, which have been good in their half, as I mentioned earlier.
A good skill there.
But lost his head. Good skill, but needed to keep possession and continue.
I think he was trying an outside foot pass
Well,
across the field to
because
Messi, but
he got excited.
that's a very difficult,
Yeah, that's too much.
difficult skill to execute.
That's a FIFA 26 pass. I think you press the triangle or something like that. Not much pressure on Sempre.
It's halftime. Of course, 1-0 in favor of the defending champions, CLERY. Who else but Yuan Degazor with a bit of individual brilliance, a blistering strike that left Jurel Master with a little bit of egg on his face in goal for Canaries. But it's 1-0. We'll be back after the break.
On December 6, all roads lead to Soufrière. 4 teams who fought, battled, and earned their place. CLERY, the defending champions, carrying the torch for the city of Castries. View Fort South, champions of the 2024 Super League, growing stronger every game. Soleil, returning to the Final Four, hungry for redemption. And Canaries, the West Coast Giants, backed by a wave of loyal supporters. 2 massive clashes, 1 unforgettable night. It all happens December 6th under the lights of the Soufrière Mini Stadium. 4 teams, 1 step from glory. The Premier League semi-finals. Be there.
Yeah.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
In the heart.
Robert, you get me? Yeah, 1 2 1 2 testing. 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 testing 1 2.
Kick, stumble, and victory. Our lives are changing, and together we rise. It's not
1 2 testing 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 testing 1 2 testing 1 2 1 2 testing. Yes, this is Wallace Strangler for US Productions with a semi.
Industry, and my husband was temporarily laid off from me.
As a couple with young kids, at the time we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals, but we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further as financing went out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samuel for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished vehicles ready for more guests.
Interview. I shot interview. Shot. Somebody came.
4 teams who fought, battled, and earned their place. CLERY, the defending champions, carrying the torch for the city of Castries. View Fort South, champions of the 2024 Super League, growing stronger every game. Soleil, returning to the Final Four, hungry for redemption. And Canaries, The West Coast Giants, backed by a wave of loyal supporters. 2 massive clashes, 1 unforgettable night. It all happens December 6th under the lights of the Soufriere Mini Stadium. 4 teams, 1 step from glory. The Premier League semi-finals. Be there.
That's so fun. But check my part of this one.
Alright, we're going to do a half-time giveaway. The match that CLERY versus CANARIES. And every person, very simple person, first person to come.
Testing 1, 2. Let me know if you get the sound.
The match that CLERY versus CANARIES. What number is this match?
My check. Come on.
So far, it is 72.
Alright, my check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
What number is this match?
Alright guys, so we're back with some more semi-pro crowd reactions and predictions. So let me tell you, so far, what are your predictions for the matches actually playing right now?
Right. What I see on the match going there right now there, I know Canaries is a place of balls, alright, playing balls, alright. Now what they have to do for the time there, just prove themselves for Canaries people that there for the time to see what's going on. I know CLERY. CLERY is a place when I know CLERY, Canaries were passing on CLERY. But right now the Canary come in a place, in a point where they always help in balls, where Canaries they have him one, they have Canaries one, and right now the Canaries just have to push themselves back to try and show the points for Canaries people to try and,
I feel like the intensity of the crowd has since died down since they conceded a goal CLERY. But you have to remember the CLERY team is a very versatile, a very powerful team. They're the defending champions. So Canaries have a lot to prove to themselves right now. So it may not be an easy fit for them, but the most thing I can always tell a supporter is to give your team support. Now they're doing very good. By all standards, they're doing very good. I would like to commend the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is a phenomenal goalkeeper. I mean, a while ago he saved the ball up in the air. So, any final remarks before we go? Or predictions? Give me a prediction.
What I have to say for the time there, you see Canaries for the next half time there, it just show Canaries people, they just come in and do what they're doing on CLERY there. Alright, for the time there.
As you heard there, from a fellow man from Canaries, he just wants them to come and prove themselves and defeat the champion. So I'll send it back to you.
Yes, when you come to the match and instead of draw, you can win something big like winning a half-time tomorrow.
And we're back. Second half action in the second semi-final here tonight at the Super Mini Stadium. It is the yellow team versus the purple team. CLERY, the defending champions, they're up 1-0. Can Canaries mount a comeback, or can we see CLERY increase the scoreline? The crowd is in high anticipation, Eli. Loads of persons are here. Let us see what comes of it. As we say so, a long raking free kick from the left back for Canaries. The skipper, let's put it in the area. Anything could happen. There is Donovan, one capable of scoring from any range.
Very much so.
Again, the fans reacting. Donovan claiming to be touched. The referee saying he's having none of it, and he's urging Donovan to get back on his feet.
Free kick now for Canaries. Jardel Mitchell about to take that one, lofting it into the area. Not his best delivery. Delivery's been a little shoddy from the last game. And his first set piece. Similar. Jaden Longville, errant pass there. And CLERY on it with Malik Senpri.
Yeah, Canaries having it very tough to break down the defense of CLERY.
I'm just thinking though, critic. Canaries has a very... On a strike there, and it's moving central main. As simple as it gets. It's 2-0 to Canaries. A hush over the Super Mini Stadium. And CLERY in pole position.
Yeah, the intricacy of passing, the movement, this is what the Canaries defense cannot deal with. CLERY must be credited for their mobility, their pinpoint passing, especially on top of the area, and the neat finishing. The goalkeeper standing no chance, as a matter of fact. And they now lead 2-0.
It's a good thing I didn't have time to make the point I was about to bring out, because CLERY would have shut me up.
And then did they? Well, they shut your thoughts.
Yeah, they did.
So now it's a tall order for Canaries to get out of the slump. Like I said, for all the encounter, they've been able to come out of their half. However, when they get into the half of CLERY, that's where they have difficulty. So they're good getting as far as this area.
But so far so good in terms of, I don't know if you want to call it an experiment, playing a striker in the full-back area, no, full-back defensive midfielder in a striker position.
Well, it has worked. It has worked. He's probably just there to throw off the balance in defense for Canaries.
And he's trying to increase the level of urgency, but just simply giving the ball away.
Yeah, CLERY now seems to have settled down. One more goal will just bring in the insurance. And the curtains will be coming down.
I think the curtains may already been drawn, critic.
You think?
Canaries has not really been a team that has scored loads of goals in their
Yeah, they don't have that
in
in
their
them.
fixtures. I know they scored 3, albeit they were down 2-0 in their final fixture. Was it down 2-0? They were up 1-0 and team came back and led 2-1 and they were able to score 2 goals and won 3-2. But Canaries not generally a team that's going to rack up the goals on you.
Mm-hmm. And doing that too, you could hear from the silence of the crowd. It's as if like the Canaries faithful have given up.
Yeah, they resigned to their fate.
Mm-hmm. It will be very difficult onwards for Canaries, whilst
Look at that.
and that's what I was talking about. So he gets into the areas or the interesting spots.
But that wasn't Cooper, that was Milan Jules.
Milan Jules, yes, the
Yeah,
midfielder.
from the midfield.
Yeah.
Ghosted in there.
Yeah, but it was Cooper. All those players look alike, you know, that generation.
I do say this generation is fighting for an identity. Maybe that's why.
So who's the current goal scoring leader in the league?
It will be Yuan Degazo. Strike tonight put him on 11. For a brief moment, he was tied with Jalil Evans, who had netted via the penalty spot on 10. He's gone clear again. Of course, all 4 teams will have an opportunity next weekend as well. So in terms of the leading goal scorers, they will also have an opportunity to add to their tally. Will it be in the 3rd place fixture or the finals? As we see Yannick Noel now.
The Canaries natives, or the Canaries favorites, they're really trying to pull this team forward. There's a long pass, searching pass. The goalkeeper caught onto it. Pace meets space. The defender getting the better of the attacker.
Yeah, Donny Lionel. Not shot on pace, not shot on power. CLERY now stringing passes together comfortably. Little flick there by Cooper, doesn't come off. There's Canaries on it. A good ball across. And my goodness, it's 2 goals to 1. Turnover in the middle of the park there by CLERY. Doing a little too much with the ball. Canaries making them pay. Looks like Robert Regis being able to tuck that one in. And it's a game on, critic.
Yeah, that's what the goal does, actually. It actually raises the tempo all over. All of a sudden, the drums are back, the noise are back, there's hope is back. So the father got on the score sheet. Normally when you pray, you say, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So the Father has helped Canaries back. Let's see if the Son can follow.
So you're saying the Holy Ghost to win it?
No, what they're hoping is that they could ghost their way in. Same way they ghost their way into the Final Four. Let's see. Donovan Jabal is trying to do a little too much.
CLERY on it again. Good football there. Good goalkeeping.
Forfeited to the rescue. Bad pass by Cassius. And he's been moaning all night.
Been berated by his own supporters as well. On again. There's Regis putting that ball in.
Trying to play in MacArthur. Regis might just be the oldest player on the team, you know.
Maybe the oldest player on the park.
You're right.
Might be the oldest player in the semi-finals.
That too. Might just be the oldest player in the league.
I think that might go to Giovanni.
Yes, you're correct. Because he plays veterans there.
In tier 2, it might go to Lincoln.
Yes, you're correct. You're always correct, Eli. You did very good at school. The fellow that used to do your homework.
If I tell you the story about that.
No. When I say so, based upon what you're drinking tonight, homework.
Touché. Touché.
Eli, it all comes to an end on National Day. After what, some 6 or 7 grueling months? From June in attitude.
Yeah, I think 20th of June, 22nd of June. Something like that. 22nd? 22nd of June, yeah.
Yeah, we've been at it. And the goal scorer makes his exit. And they're bringing in a potential goal scorer. One who has carried this team, who has helped this team. That's David.
Do you think they're going to go to a 4-4-2?
No, they took off the goal scorer.
That's Regis.
Oh yes, and you might just see him, or one just play off the other. Not a two. Like all and out two, but probably one just play off each other. Regis went out.
MacArthur does have the ability to play off of the flank.
Yeah.
So you might see the same shape if MacArthur drop into the flank where Regis vacated.
And Henry now will be employed as a one who can hold up and draw defenders onto him.
You might find MacArthur running off of him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Baptiste there trying something.
Yeah. Heart in mouth moment there. I think the Canaries faithful thought that had snuck in into the Ziempoto.
The Ziempoto. Pouvez.
CLERY turning on the flicks.
Goal kick
Says
to
goal
Canaries.
kick.
And you've seen a little more urgency now with Canaries. Now that they have scored, players wanting to get rid of the ball as soon as possible. No longer wanting to hold on to it. 1 touch, 2 touch, and movements being increased. That's a foul for sure. Oh no, it isn't. It's a shot on goal. I thought it was a foul on the player. Very strange.
Well, that's 2 he's let go. Milan Jules was on his haunches just a minute ago.
Comes David. Immediately a foul. Yeah, a little more urgency in play right now. Look like Bradley Tisson has been vocal against the assistant referee, resulting in a card for him.
Ball given away there. Cooper not being able to bring it under his spell. Now he does.
Canaries fighting for their life right now, trying to see how they could win that ball back. Meantime, we see CLERY just buying their time and getting into space. Shot there, a little off. But clearly the Canaries team has raised the tempo and are in hunt of the football.
The goal kick there.
Loose pass there from Canaries. Loose pass there from CLERY. Upfield pass to David. And he control and use his experience, his size, every ounce of it. Loose pass again by McCarthy. He's not really gotten into stride tonight. So much expected of him. But he has never gotten into an area where he can affect the game. Too much on this one. We see Canaries chasing the game right now. Canaries 4'8", good grab. Player over tapping the football. Just giving the ball back to CLERY. He can punish you for that shot from way out. That is what he attempted to do the last time. And that's why Buju scored on him. This is something that he always does. Just kind of pat the ball down. There's a searching pass. Sempre coming out.
Let me big up a young George critic.
Young George.
Yeah. A youngster at the venue. The half came up to the booth. As they following via the stream and watching. Says his name is Young George. Shout out to you, Young George.
So why Young George?
Because his name is George and he's young.
So Young George.
Yeah. It's the only thing I can think of.
That means there must be an old George somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah. Father maybe is old George.
Call it George.
Yeah, that's all. Big up yourself, Young George. At some point you will not be young anymore.
But you'll still be George.
You'll be George.
By George.
Yeah. So for now, goodbye, George. Young George. So he came to check you out. He's from Soufrière.
I have no idea where he's from. Came up to the booth and
Let's check you out.
was picking up the commentary. And,
Canaries continue to stride into the half of. Has a cross ball. Again, disappointing. Donovan has to do better. Yeah, it looks like the Canaries team, they're starting to tire. No more legs. Look how they dwell with the football. Yeah, no more legs.
a piece of skill there by Buju. All the flicks are coming out. Critic Marty for a turn of pace and a strike. Wow, that stayed out.
How was he able to do that?
That stayed out, Critic. I think that came off of the inside of the upright and
how
rolled
was he able
along
to
the
do
goal
that?
line. A good strike.
That might be his one of the better strikes for tonight.
Happy to see that we've had a good clean game, Critic. These two teams do have a little history, very recent history. And happy to see that tonight it's all about football.
Yeah. Look like they have buried the hatches. And they're just hoping that they can continue in that vein and play football. Canaries can pull one back. Likewise, CLERY can increase. Yeah, forfeited a little bit nervy tonight. Wanting to do better. I don't know if the pressure has got into him. There's always this exciting player Canaries brings on. I think he wears number 22. 21, he seems to be...
Lorik.
Yes.
Lorik Santoma.
They gave me that little injection. When the ball goes into the river, does anybody retrieve it? The guy just ensured that the ball found a new home tonight.
The folks in Soufrière throw it back over the wall.
Right. Know that there are some celebrations in Soufrière tonight. As I say so, I see the CEO of the Semi-Pro League making his rounds. Must be a minister tonight.
Minister.
Minister. Ball going out. .70 minutes gone. If Canaries wants to make it into the finals, they have about 20 odd minutes to score some goals to get past CLERY, the defending champions.
Well, they need to score at least one goal to level it up. Of course, if the game is tied at the end of regulation, go to extra time and penalties. Well, that's if it's still tied after extra time.
I see a double substitution for Canaries.
That's Santoma coming in.
Taking off the central.
There's Dove Jean-Baptiste for Elias Jones.
I think the skipper is coming out as well. Too much on this one. Ball going out.
So Canaries opting to take off a couple of the defenders in favor of a couple of attacking players. Will that work in their favor? Will they get that equalizer? Alex Longville coming in for Dwayne Jean-Baptiste. Alex Longville, to my knowledge, is not really an attacking player, but definitely Dwayne Jean-Baptiste is. So fullback and defensive midfielder removed in favor of a defender and a forward player. So you may just see a bit of a 4-4-2 there, critic.
Yeah, a little change of information for Canaries. Trying their best to claw back themselves into the game.
And MacArthur has dropped into midfield alongside Jaden Longville.
Canaries still battling it out. Goes clear by the left back. A little lazy pat on Donovan Jean-Baptiste. That ball have been moving in the area. You need to get yourself back on side.
Yeah, correct. Probably felt like he should have gotten that ball sooner, but,
yeah, but even if
it didn't come, so get back. Yeah.
Exactly. Sometimes some players take a little longer to develop. Get on with it. 75 minutes gone. Canaries. Trying to find Donovan in the area. Pop touch there by the youngster.
Canaries faithful getting a little restless. Finale on for CLERY. Good skill there by Marty. He's had a good game, Daniel Marty.
A very good game. Meantime, the clock keeps on ticking. We passed the 75th minute. Not much time left. Canaries, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it now.
Big punt up the field.
Not even Goliath can get this one. What's the beanstalk?
That's Jack.
That's Jack. You know your stuff, you know, Eli. I give you that, but you know your stuff. Jack and the beanstalk. Physio coming on to check the player. Interception there by the defender.
A little loose there by Aline.
Trying to send off the winger. I think Canaries' problem now is they're trying to play over the press. Rather than connecting passes in midfield, they try to spread either left or right to engage a winger.
Foul there.
You see Bradley Tiso making his way forward to join the attack. Hope and pray it works out for them. If not, the CLERY is going to spring a quick counter attack. As you can see, only 2 defenders left behind. That's a part of the game he needs to work on. Again, player going nowhere, locked in a corner. Just lashes out. Moving Saint Romain.
What if Jardel Mitchell can deliver one of his patented crosses? Saint Romain might be regretting that tackle. Of course, if one of his teammates can convert a good ball in, dangerous ball in. What a save there by Malik Saint-Prix. Point blank. Denying Canaries an equalizer in the 83rd minute of play. Wow. Just wow, critic.
Bradley Tisson getting that opportunity. All he had to do was to steer the ball back in the same direction it came from. Up to, let's put it in an area where the keeper was. Good pass there by forfeited. Searching pass again. David needs to get the ball under control. Searching pass by Dove. Too much on it. David pulling out some old tricks. Still David in control. Referee said play on Dove taking over. Now Canaries getting the free kick. Let's look at this way for the delivery. The drums are back. Yeah, that's what the community is all about. Saint Romain needing some attention.
Oh, wow. Completely scuffs that.
A shot.
On the first attempt. Second attempt was rather feeble.
A shot. I think he needs to change his name to Dill Too Serious. There's nothing funny about that. And CLERY raining some changes just to kill the momentum and the drive of Canaries. Stoppage. Rexon McGlaw coming in for Johan de Gazon.
I think it's going to be a VFR South CLERY final, critic.
Yeah, sure looks so. Despite the efforts of Canaries, I think they left it a little too late. Not much time left in the encounter. It's now or never, Eli, for Canaries. Free kick now to CLERY. Just off the box area.
Good attempt.
Yeah. Good attempt there by Ganga. Good range. One root football now from Canaries. Clever little pass.
Good football. Good goalkeeping.
Quick off his line. Yeah, Donovan normally can bail out this Canaries team or help them. But tonight, not one of his best games at all.
Well, 3 minutes to go. 2 of the promised stoppage time minutes already gone. Of course, it's a minimum of 5.
Foul on Ganga.
And this game is just petering out now.
Gonna get ready for next weekend. Finals. For South. Probably home already, watching on the stream.
Keeper to keeper. Canaries are not going to equalize like that. CLERY with an opportunity there. A little too casual, a little too nonchalant. Could have put the icing on the cake. Could have put this one to bed.
Body language sold him out. Not ready yet. There is David with a last gasp opportunity. Clearly taken down in the area just outside the box. So if last chance was a person, it's coming up.
The second yellow card though. It's a second yellow card for Darren Joseph, and I believe that means he misses the final, critic.
Of course. See what I tell you, when the red is used in football, it becomes an error. In politics, the yellow is a rara, but in football, the red is a rara. You get my drift?
I'm drifted.
Yeah. So football has its colors. No offense, just a bit of banter.
A bit of banter, yeah.
So it's a last chance now for Canaries, Eli. He has been whipping in crosses, whipping in free kicks all night. Can he get this one correct and give Canaries a chance?
It's now or never. Ball flicked in. Another foul.
Another opportunity again for Canaries. This one is a bit too straight.
I think that's going to be the end of that, critic. Almost on 6 minutes played now. And CLERY, the defending champions, back into the final. They're going to face the Vieux South right here at the Soufrière Mini Stadium next weekend. Of course, the Canaries players are crestfallen. They get a consolation third place game against Grosile next weekend as well. Robert Regis in the 56th minute for Canaries, but that was their consolation after Yuan Degazon, Mervyn St. Romain netted in the 27th and 49th minute for the defending champions, CLERY. And the die has been cast. It's CLERY. They're going to be facing VA4 South, a grudge match for the finals right here at the Super Mini Stadium next Saturday. Stay tuned for the post-match interview with Tennyson Glasgow. So Elijah Williams saying good night.
Mic check. I'm here with Donovan Jabatis, a dejected Jabatis. Jabatis, your team crawled into the Final Four. I know you were a bit dejected. Your thoughts on what went wrong tonight?
Probably a bit of lack of concentration. We showed too much respect for them. And then when we realized we could have played the football, we just came at them in the second half. And it was just unfortunate we couldn't come back in the game.
We saw some instances where you yourself could have done better, probably time your run a little bit. You think what do you think that you could have brought to change the outcome of the game?
Probably a bit more energy, a bit more speed to help the attack, so we could have get a little more chances.
What does that mean? Are you guys gonna make it up for your fans come the third place playoff?
Yeah, for sure. We need to end the season on a good note. After disappointing semi-finals, we have nothing to be ashamed of. We gave it all we had, and unfortunately, so let's just try for third place.
All right, my brother. Thank you for speaking with us. Harry Sempri, the skipper, the goalkeeper, the man at the back for the defending champions. And you guys are back into the finals against a team, VA4, who have got a better view in the regular season. Your thoughts going to the finals?
I mean, finals a big game. I think for us to come out and play our best, give everything. Nothing normal for us. A lot of us play bigger football than that, you know. We just go into the game and just play a normal game. We're not playing the occasion, we just play the game.
All right, the Canaries team, and they still show that little crack of resilience. Your thoughts on how they handle themselves in tonight's semi-finals?
Yeah, good game. Good. They always, when we come up against Canaries, it's always a good game. That I could say. I still think that my team let the game go a little bit because we could have been up before. But you know, just a bit of complacency, I would say. But they're a good game, good team.
Do you see you guys repeating as champions?
Oh yes, definitely. We have more to play than just that final, the winning the tournament. We playing for our brother that we lost, so it's more than just a game for us right now.
All right, my brother, all the best. Okay, folks, this brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. We're going to be back here on the 13th of December, which is National Day in St. Lucia. The finals is going to be contested between last year's champions, which is CLERY. They're going to do battle against VA4. And in the third place playoff, we will see Grozile take on Canaries. Thank you once again.